Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. We are back with another video. This video is under the Fair Use Act, and the Fair Use Act is in the description box of the video as well as the About Me section of the platform. The Fair Use Act is used to educate you guys on what we are covering on this particular platform. Please keep in mind that this video and all my videos are allegedly as well as educational purposes only. Well, I thought this was interesting because it's been a while since ARKBAR has actually hit live and crashed out. Last I remember, AKBAR was speaking about the situation with her husband, and she's speaking to the other woman, and basically the other woman claiming her. Anyway, I got this saying, once I could tap you, it's a wrap. And so Akbar went off, and she was saying, no, no. When the woman thinks that she can confront me, it's done, or whatever the case. And then the other thing I remember about Akbar last I seen her online, she was speaking about how she was excited about her new baby. She was excited about finally doing it the right way, meaning them being married and conceiving by her husband. So a lot of people still give Akbar backlash because they said, the whole situation with her other children, this, that, and the third. My whole stance on that is I could never base being a young mother versus being a mother with experience. There's a big difference. Young mothers, they really don't understand. Yeah, you give birth, yeah, you try, whatever the case. Sometimes you're still in the street, you got a lot going on. And so I don't know about anybody else, but a lot of people have family members that gave birth, but they wasn't finished with the street. I'm not saying that's her story, but what I'm saying is I could never judge a seasoned mom with a teen mom or a 20-year-old mom, let's say that. Anyway, so Akbar went off and she was, basically saying that the people like what they like, that the people go, they down for whatever they like, whatever fit them. And a lot of times I believe that it's because they're doing some of the same things. So of course they bigging it up and giving kudos and so forth and so on. She also mentioned the fact that, Lotto having a baby by a married man. She said people all in the comment section, congratulations, whoop de doo 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 doo. Instead of saying, even though I feel like people don't need to, because that doesn't help my opinion. You do get a lot of replies from the inbox. A lot of them definitely do reply answer. I've gotten answers from people. And I think it's the approach that you give the person. If you come sincere with a sincere heart, a lot of times, just trying to help them to understand like where this is going left at, they will respond. And so Akbar was saying, people glorifying these kind of things, but they don't have much to say about the positive things, which I believe is true. Akbar also mentioned that she too was offered a deal with the same people that Lotto was signed to, and she turned it down. I believe Akbar could have been signed. Bent. And absolutely, I put a bent to that because I do believe that Akbar is nice for her pen. However, I don't believe that Akbar is willing to sacrifice certain things. And a lot of times going into this industry under certain labels and certain things, you see people start changing, converting who they are, and all different kind of stuff when they go into this industry. And I think that for the most part, Akbar do understand, what's at stake when you sign and do the most with these labels and with this industry. And she is independent. Like, y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand. She's independent, but there's still so far you could go because if we all see with Tory Lanez and him breaking, man, listen. Anyway, so I'm still gonna say this. I wish everybody nothing but the best, but I definitely get why ARKBAR isn't signed to nobody. Some people don't want to, really put out there what really goes on, what they expect of you, and those kind of things, what kind of events and stuff they expect you to take place in. And so they feel better about trying to bring you down and make you feel bad as if like they're more elevated than you. But behind those dark walls, it's a lot of things that certain people just not willing to do. And I believe that ARKBAR is one of them. I just believe that. Nevertheless, ARKBAR came out with her freestyle. She says, my pen game, she said, a dope beat come out, you're supposed to get on it, you're supposed to drop it, you're supposed to put your best at it, and that's what I do. She said she doesn't really have any real beef with nobody. She just simply put out her little disc or whatever. Now, BRORILLA. Lotto too. Lotto just had her baby and definitely knows a lot of backlash with that, but that's something she's gonna have to deal with her baby and herself and the father. Will he divorce and marry her next? Who knows? Allegedly. Now BRORILLA claps back at AKBAR because BRORILLA feels like AKBAR came at GlORILLA and she's not liking it. BRORILLA is a hot mess now. She came out here herself clapping at her own sister, hoping to find fame in what she did. And now she's like, nobody else get to talk about her sister. But that happens in a lot of families. Like, they go back and forth, but you better not say nothing. We see it playing out in front of us now. You better not say nothing because that's still my sister. That's still my family. And we willing to go to war about ours, whatever the case. Now, BRORILLA doesn't have an issue with coming out and stating how she feels. But I don't know about her rapping. She does rap a little. Well, he raps a little bit, but I don't think he can handle AKBAR. I don't think she could handle AKBAR V. I just don't. Anyway, what do you guys think about this whole back and forth with BRORILLA and AKBAR? And what do you think about AKBAR kind of shading Lotto with saying, y'all glorifying that, but y'all not glorifying the things that should be glorified? And for the most part, a lot of that is the truth. It absolutely is the truth. It's the truth. I didn't even know the other one wasn't divorced. I thought they was done, but no. Anyway, ain't much being said about that. What do you guys think about AKBAR coming out and saying how she feels? Is she wrong for shining the light on certain things? Is AKBAR wrong for even speaking out and letting people know that she had opportunities too that she decided not to take? She doesn't have to say why. People that know, they know. Anyway, y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, love on those that love on you, and pray for the world. Peace.